Oh man, so we have 3 men in the room right now. 4 men, excuse me. Excuse me, it's hard to tell with all the haircuts in here. We have 4 men in the room, so y'all just, be good, okay? Keep us in line like you always do. Ladies, how are we? Are we good? It's good to see you. First of all, round of applause for my grandmother. I think you got the numbers backwards on the cake, though. I know, it's supposed to be 38. The amazing thing about the women in my family, my mom, my grandmother, and me, is that we are all 29. Isn't that wild? Isn't that crazy how that works? Anyway, hello, my elders. I'm here to respect you. That's why I wore jeans with holes in them. I know how much older people love jeans with holes in them. I know you love when young people go to the store and buy jeans that look like they've been chewed on by the little dorky poos here at the Claiborne. These pants say, "What Great Depression?" I want to pay $80. I'm going to go into credit card debt to buy jeans that look like they've been destroyed. I have money to throw around. It's okay. My student loans were just forgiven. It's no problem. It's no problem at all. Look, I am so thankful to be here with all of you today. I have an 18-month-old daughter. I think many of you met her. And so I go to a lot of kids' birthday parties, and that's fun. But today it's fun to be at a party where people are wearing a different kind of diaper. Look, maybe you do wear a diaper, maybe you don't. It's really none of my business. It all depends. But seriously, y'all, the Claiborne has got it going on. This place is nice, okay? I'm actually going to tour the facilities after the show today because it is never too early to start looking for where you're going to retire. And I am ready to retire today. I am so tired, okay? I'll change your diaper if you'll change my daughter's, all right? I am so tired, and when I do get to retire, I want my daughter to send me somewhere really nice, like the Claiborne. And so I am driving her early. I am buttering her up, okay? Only the best for my little girl. I give her organic soy milk, okay? I take her to the zoo, and I say, "Look, sweetie, do you see all the animals at the zoo? How they all have their special, perfect home? Okay? That's because someone put them there and promised to take care of them no matter what." Now listen to me, sweetie. Listen to me. Take that piece of bark out of your mouth, okay? You see that sad old little zebra over there? When mommy gets sad and old like that little zebra, I want you to send her somewhere nice, you hear? Somewhere nice with spacious restrooms and luxurious crown molding, okay? Like the Claiborne. I am ready to retire today. I think I would be so good at being retired, okay? I love playing cards. I love the activity room. I love eating soft foods. And I love to gossip. And I'm looking at all of you ladies to gossip. Yes, ma'am. I'm looking at all of you ladies right here. I know y'all can gossip. I know you have some good stories. Y'all have stories that are way more interesting than the reality TV that I watch, okay? I know y'all can sit crooked and talk straight, and I want to be your friend today, okay? So thank you so much for having me. My grandmother, she is 38 years old today. Y'all know her as the most beautiful person on the premises. She really is. She's God's favorite and she's my favorite. I just love her to death, and I think she's absolutely fantastic. And I want to be just like you when I grow up. Because let me tell you something about my grandmother. She can cook and sew and diagram a sentence better than any chef or seamstress or linguistics professor out there. And y'all may not know this, but in her younger days, she used to twirl batons that were on fire! How cool is that? And she used to teach canoeing lessons, and she taught me a couple of things when I was growing up. She taught me how to sing Little Bo Peep in Spanish, and she taught me to spell onomatopoeia. P-O-P-O-E-I-A. Okay, so very, very useful life skills. Very useful life skills. Yes. And I'm so thankful for that. And I'm just in awe of you, truly. I want to be like you when I grow up. What is your beauty secret? What is your beauty secret, Mel? Don't say a good attitude. Do not say a good attitude. Because, were you going to say prayer?
I was going to say praise the Lord.
Praise the Lord. Okay, that's beautiful. I was really hoping it wasn't a good attitude, because if having a good attitude is the key to growing old gracefully, I am turning into a sea hag as we speak. Okay, I try to have a good attitude. I really do. But it's hard. People in my generation, we were not built like y'all. Y'all are a lot mentally tougher than we are. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of approving nods. Y'all didn't like my jeans, but now you're like, this girl gets it. She knows. So, in order for me to have a good day, let me take you through what it takes for me to have a good day. I have to wake up, I have to take an antidepressant right as the sun comes up. And then I've got to do my gratitude journaling, 30 minutes of yoga, a 10-minute skincare routine, and then I have to go to therapy and then post a selfie on Instagram, okay? That's what I have to do to have a good day. And if I step out into the world and a stranger so much as looks at me funny, it's over. It's a bad day. Meanwhile, I've noticed older people, y'all are so strong. You're so okay with suffering and so grateful that the gift of life is yours. I got you, darling. I got you.
So good at suffering, girl.
So good at suffering. So good at suffering. The longer you live, the more practice you have. Yeah, but you guys, older people, y'all will be like, depression? Not since the 1930s. Oh, no. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go shell some peas and sing some hymns until the sun goes down. Or you'll be like, cancer? The doctors did say it's cancer, but it's just a dollop of cancer, okay? Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go make a casserole for my best friend's funeral. And y'all are just like, life is a gift, and that's fantastic. Girls like me, we weren't made that way. And we also weren't trained to be housewives at all. We were not encouraged to be homemakers. Let me ask you something. In this room of beautiful, wonderful women, how many of you took home economics in high school? Tell me what you learned.
Nothing.
I'm done. You didn't learn anything in home economics? What, did they try to teach you anything? Okay. What did they try to teach you?
They tried to get me to make an apron.
To make an apron? And it didn't work out?
No.
You were like, I'm going to wear a instead. Oh man, well y'all all took home economics. How to make an outfit.
And I was so afraid they were going to ask me to model it because it didn't fit me.
Oh no. Why would they teach you how to sew when we have credit cards? I don't understand. But you all took home economics, right? To learn how to cook and clean and sew for your husbands and families. When I was in high school, I took a debate class where I learned how to argue and talk back. And my husband loves that, okay? With your generation, you're so much more mentally tough than I am. Like, you all are out here just living your lives, embracing your lives, and y'all, I cried this morning because I burned some cinnamon rolls that came out of the tube. Okay, I am not a good housewife. When I got married, I had so little training. I was like, what, you can't just squirt some Dawn dish soap in the dishwasher and put the baby in there and bathe her that way? Oh no, you should probably call a plumber and get a new wife. I really am just not a good homemaker. I can't cook. I hire a housekeeper to come clean my house twice a month. And you know what? I had a C-section, so I'm just like barely a woman. Okay? I need you guys to come teach me how to be a woman. Really, I mean, Memo, how did you stay married for 57 years? How did you hold down a man for 57 years without physically holding him down? I know you're a good Baptist woman, but were you doing voodoo magic over the butter beans? Oh my goodness. Do any of you have grandchildren? That's a silly question. That's like asking if you have a Baptist hymnal and a Days of the Week pillbox on the coffee table. I know you do. Do any of you have very sort of dramatic, theatrical grandchildren?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah? You know, yes. Grandchildren who are a little too much.
No, just theatrical.
They have a flair. Yes. Now, y'all may not believe this, given my very demure and soft-spoken manner today, but I was a very theatrical child. Okay, I was a very dramatic child. You believe it?
Yeah.
I know. I was always making up plays and doing songs and dances. And one of the little games that I made up was called Pet Shop. Okay? It was written, produced, and directed by me when I was 4 and 5 years old. 2 and 3. Okay, so this is what Pet Shop was. I played the starring role of the sad, lonely puppy in the window. And my Memo played the bit part of the lonely, sad window shopper. And Pet Shop, it was a game, but it was more than a game, okay? It was an immersive acting experience. It was Shakespearean theater. And I held my grandmother at psychological gunpoint to make sure that she played Pet Shop right. You know, we would get started and then she would do something I didn't like and I would go, no, Memo. No. Listen, when I say, "Arf!" You're not supposed to come up to me right now, okay? Create some mystery. When I say "arf," you say, what was that? What was that sound? What a sad, lonely puppy. And then when I bark, because bark is different than arf, okay? That's when you come up to me, and that's when you discover me as the puppy. And she did it all. Sucker. Sucker. Because that's what kids do, right? We would do anything for our kids. They make us melt. There's something about a child. Their sweet face, their innocent laugh, their sweet voice. I would do anything for my daughter. Absolutely anything in the world. Except let her be the puppy in Pet Shop, okay? I am always a puppy. Because in life, there are some things that you just can't let go of, right? Even though as we get older, we know that life is all about letting go. Letting go of fear, letting go of doubt, letting go of a little gas after a particularly bad lunch at the Claiborne, right? I've heard about the cabbage. And I'll admit it, I have trouble letting go, y'all, I really do. And this year, my family had to let go of the person who held it all together. My grandfather, Charles Wall, Mary's husband. He was an incredible person. He was a loving husband, he was a great father, he was a talented woodworker. He was generous enough to donate to just a legion of worthy causes, but cheap enough to climb up on his own roof as an arthritic 80-year-old, all to install a security camera. Okay? He was such an interesting person. He was a really picky eater. Only my Mama's cooking would do. Now, in the last 6 months of his life, he did try my mom's guacamole, and he begrudgingly admitted it was okay, even though he always believed that trying new foods was the gateway to voting Democrat. He was an incredible person. And when he died of COVID in February, I could not believe it. It just felt so wrong, you know? Because I always thought he would die in a woodworking accident or by having to pay full price for literally anything. And I think about my grandfather every day. I think about my grandmother. Y'all were married for 57 years. I would feel so lost without my husband. Who else is going to tell me I'm spending too much money? Who else is going to tell me that I put the toilet paper on the toilet paper holder wrong? You're nodding. You know. He says it's tail on top, not tail on the bottom. What would I do without my husband? What would I do without him? How many of you feel like y'all have lived a long time? There's so much wisdom in this room. How many of you feel like the world has changed beyond recognition over the course of your life? Yeah. What are some of the craziest changes that you've seen? What are inflation? Yes.
Highway 98 West.
Yes, that used to be cow pasture. And now we got Target. We fancy. Yes.
I think that our main change that was made that I was still young enough to take advantage of was equal opportunities for women in the workforce.
Absolutely. What was your career?
I was a division manager with AT&T.
Wow. Awesome. Yeah, y'all fought for us. I mean, I work a full-time job and have so many opportunities that I wouldn't have
I'd like to
otherwise.
speak on that at the women's meeting. Y'all come at the end of the month.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Because I would have made a terrible housewife. I'll tell you what. As you
I
know.
know how that goes.
Yes. No, but the world really has changed since y'all
Yeah.
were my age. And
Shoes.
the schools have changed a lot. And I remember that my grandfather, he was always very disappointed that at the course that the culture had taken, you know. He was disappointed at the way the world was going, but he always had this redeeming belief that at their core, people were good. Do y'all believe that? Stop. Stop believing that. Because people keep trying to scam you, okay? People are not good anymore. Remember, people, they're not good anymore. And they know that older people believe in God and have good hearts and are just genuinely very good people. And they want to take advantage of you. Okay? If you receive a call from an unknown number and they say, "This is the IRS, there is a warrant out for your arrest," you know your life is not that cool. Okay? You know your life is not that cool. Hang up. Or someone calls you about your car's extended warranty. They say, "Your extended warranty is about to expire." Next time that happens, because I know it happens, you say, "That's okay. I am way too old to be driving anyway. I'm going to drag race one last time, and then I won't need to worry about an extended warranty." Okay? If you get an email from a Nigerian prince who needs your help to reclaim the throne that he was born to fill, okay? Listen to me. If it's in spam, it's a scam. If it's in spam, it's a scam, okay? If it's a spam email, send it away, okay? Y'all are so good-hearted. You really are. And I remember my grandparents, a couple of years ago, y'all wanted to help this woman who was kind of a homeless, mentally ill woman in Hattiesburg. Do you remember that? And she had a great sob story. She'd come up to your car and she would say she had cancer and she had no money and she had nowhere to stay and she needed someone to stay with and she needed money. And my parents told my grandparents, you know, "It's very nice that you want to help her, but that's probably a scam." And my grandfather said, "Leanne, it is never the wrong time to do the right thing." He was wrong, it was a scam. He was wrong, okay? It was a scam. So the next time an unknown number calls you, hang up, okay? Stop being so nice. Okay, the choice is in your hands. But if I call you, okay? But if I call you And want a little money.